Hello ladies and mental Chan, and welcome back with another replay cast. Today I'm playing the FE4005, the shit barn. This is one of the many games that I had in the 30-hour stream. This is approximately 8 AM in the morning, so around what? Like halfway in pretty much the stream. So if there is some weird mistakes I make that I usually don't, then that's probably why. Then again, excuses out of the window, playing the shit barn, playing it on this fucking winter map whose name escapes me. During the 30-hour stream, you guys were awesome enough to pitch in for a new monitor that I wanted to get, and it is here, and it is 1440p, so we're trying out a 1440p video for YouTube. So any feedback on that would be appreciated for all of you who have the PC Master Race advanced quality displays. Glad to join at least the 1440p club and not the 2K, but you know, it's still better than 1080p. Fuck 1080p, I'm so over that. Anyways, we're almost there. The enemy team does not seem to be interested in playing this corner, which I can understand with 3 arties. This is a massive shitfest, and if I can get one shot here for free, I'm just gonna be happy and leave, but it seems that nobody is here. So we are actually pushing forwards to see if we can take that one shot. It's pretty shitty to peek that though, as usually they'll have like a Foch 155, a E100, something lined up there and just gonna shoot you in the face. But hopefully we can shoot them in the face in return, or hopefully they miss and we kill them. You know, the shit barn things. And aggressive peek, fuck aiming right in the E100's face for 700 with a hash. And he does not even bother to shoot me back, and this is what I said, I'm happy to shoot once. With 3 arties, I don't want to be anywhere near that position ever again, so I'm fucking off and gonna see what else I can do. What's really important in the shit barn is to be really unpredictable. Same goes for the other Death Star. Really, like, the best way you can do damage in this tank is if you are up here where you're not expected, if you push places you shouldn't be in and just lay traps that you feel like enemies are gonna drive into. So far we haven't done any of that, we just blind peeked an E100 and got away with it somehow, but you know, it worked, whatever, we're not gonna do that again, for sure though. Plus you don't really want to fuck with an E100 if you shoot hash. I do have 2 AP and it's possible that I will have to use it, but now... another shot, this time on the ass of a T10, but I guess we hit the track and didn't pen, unfortunately. Still like 600 damage there, pretty much, well, for free, which is not too bad, and can't really complain about that too much. And again, immediately change position to the other side in order to just prevent their arty to pre-aiming me and giving them easy shots here. Maybe peeked a bit too quickly, but at the same time, at least this way I gave myself some time to aim, but didn't pen a side of a Skoda. Probably again hit the tracks instead of the flat armor above those, which should be pretty trash for a gun like this to easily be able to handle. But anyways, we don't pen our 3rd shot in a row, so not the greatest start here for Death Star standards. Usually you can have games where you shoot 3 times and I've done like up to 5k damage, but this definitely isn't that kind of a start, and we kind of are out of targets. The T10 is still alive down there though, so we might work off him another shot or so if he manages to stay alive a bit longer, that is. Now that we're committing with a tank like this is extremely important, as your reload is just gonna get you killed. Like, this tank cannot really work on its own unless your enemies are rather terrible, and at this point our enemies haven't been playing the greatest game ever, but I mean, they're not doing anything too stupid, so it's working out for them now. Now the T10 does spot the Leopard prototype and the 155, but he dies immediately to the Leopard, so there's not really much we can do about it. We can just peek this angle and wait for it. Maybe the Foch is gonna cross in front of me. He really shouldn't, but I haven't been spotted for quite a while, so I should still have an opportunity to maybe surprise him by, you know, being just unpredictably campy here. And every time you make a video about either this tank or the Death Star, everybody complains and compares this to Arty. Like, watch my stream and compare how often do I get shit on by arties and how often I get shit on by tanks like this. Like the Leopard now, he could have just stopped and shot me 3 times for the fact that I shot his friend. And that would put me around 800 health, and then like shit like this would finish me off. But instead he drives around, does nothing really important, and And yeah, instead of killing me and getting a 1v1 against me, he could also just easily track me and flank me and kill me, but instead he played bad and now lost some more health. And now a waffle, gorilla, whatever, in theory a really good target, but we again hit the track, so we haven't penned a single shot apart from the 155 so far in this game, but we are still almost at 5k damage, which is pretty damn neat. So yeah, can't really complain about this game too much. And now we're back to shooting the Z100. This should be at least reasonably RD safe, so I shouldn't really be too worried about getting shit on here. The 155 could do it, but he gets picked up by the Yak Panzer. So now the E100 just fires and we can peek him, just waiting to aim there a bit. And this is a pretty bad aim. I should aim for the side of the turret. That shot was really lucky and I took a completely unnecessary risk there, trying to go for the lower plate, as I'm never gonna pen an E100 in that angle with Hesh anyways. It's better to go for the thinnest, biggest armor plate you can see, and in that case that was the side of the turret. Anyways, the Type 5 Heavy is extremely inefficient at doing any damage here, so it's all up to us pretty much, and I'm just gonna shoot the turret now. I can't even see anything else. Again, go for the side of the turret, and we average around 600 to 700 damage here, which is not really too impressive when you consider that the E100 hits harder and reloads almost by 10 seconds quicker as well. So pretty shitty trades here, but as long as they're shooting the Type 5 Heavy, I don't really give a shit. And now also I'm loading AP. I could have done this the last shot as well, but if I shoot Hesh, the Type 5 could have actually killed the E100, which he did not, and now, you know, the E100 is dead, easily able to pen the front of the turret of that thing, unless we really roll shitty on the penetration. But luckily we didn't, so now T10, Leopard, and the Gorillas left still. And again, it's time to change angle, time to pick a different approach, and now the Leopard seems to drive in exactly where I want him to drive, so we should have a pretty easy shot here unless he wisens the fuck up, but he doesn't, so we pick him up as well. Now we're out of AP, which shouldn't really be the biggest deal. We should be able to pen the T10 if we don't shit roll with the Hesh, and the rest of the tanks, I mean, are either made out of paper or arty, so the ammo type I have left isn't really the problem here. The fact that I only have 3 shells and there's 4 enemies, or 5 enemies even, means that I have to rely on my team to do some damage here, as well as I clearly cannot kill them all by myself anymore. Now the T10 is in a good position for me to peek him, and if he doesn't really realize that Artie is setting a trap for him, he will be fucked, which he does get. A bit of a naughty shot for me here. Didn't aim fully, didn't aim at all, but first of all, this is one of the reasons you can't aim, because the Artie can miss you by the width of a tank and still do damage. And the second reason, obviously, is that he was running backwards, and if I didn't shoot there, I probably would not have even gotten the chance to shoot, and I would have been Artied. So, you know, Artie promotes that dynamic, let's not fucking aim with the biggest gun in the game, because then you die kind of gameplay, which, you know, you gotta appreciate. And now to all of you who are typing in the comments, plays the shit bar but complains about Artie. Yeah, keep that fucking retarded opinion of yours in your fucking head. Please. Nobody cares. Come to my stream. That is, I stream 5 days a week, 4 days of World of Tanks, and count in those 5 days how often do I get fucked by a shit barn or a Death Star, and how often I get fucked by Artie. Like, these tanks require positioning, they require proper timing, they don't just require you to fucking masturbate with one hand and click on things with the other hand. The difference is quite significant in that aspect, if you ask me at least. The amount of times I've been penetrated or killed by the fucking Death Star or shit barn is probably like 5 in a month, maybe, probably even less. I mean, it depends on how fucked up I am when I play, but like, no, these tanks are not as dangerous. They're not arty. They can't shoot over hills. If they can shoot you, you can shoot them before, because the turret of this thing is huge. And the other one has a turret at the back and still huge cupolas on top. So, no, these tanks are not arty. They're not as broken as arty. Sure, you can agree that these are not, you know, very well balanced, and the Hesh is blah blah blah. Yeah, like they could do like 1500 damage instead of 1700 to give your enemies chance to fight back and you to be less, you know, dangerous or deadly when you're on your own. You would have to rely on some of your teammates to finish your kills off. But anyways, it's not Artie. And now for the last two people, I only have one shot remaining, and the 263 is kindly offering me this waffle sacrifice, which I kind of don't really like sacrifices from my own teammates, but I'll take it. I only have one shot remaining, which was pretty annoying now, and I'm spamming that in the chat that I have no more ammo, and that maybe it would be, well, I should have wrote that maybe I should go first, because I have no ammo, I have nothing to lose, because if the 263 now dies, it's fucking over. I'm never gonna ram that Audi for 500 damage, so we're fucked. I would have to either run away or just try to, I don't know even what to do. Cap. It never would happen. And this is where my heart almost stopped. Like, what the fuck, dude? You could have just waited. I have no fucking ammo, bruh. What are you doing? But anyways, it ends lucky for us as the Artie does not manage to kill him from 3 meters while landing shots on moving artillery pieces from 400 meters, because Artie requires skill. Anyways, here is the end plate. 2024 experience with the premium count. Ace tanker, high caliber, 10,056 damage done, 5 kills, 1,349 base experience. The only reason why I did 10k is because the 263 fed me the waffle. Then again, that 263, I mean, he could have just flat out lost the game because of that little end play as well, but luckily for us, it didn't go that way, and we actually made credits. Yay! Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this replay cast. Again, I would really appreciate any feedback on the new resolutions, and the end plates were fucked up because the server restarted just after this game, so I didn't get to capture the actual end plate. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this replay cast. I'll see you on the next one.